This is how we're going to start the day, huh? Ugh, wasps. I hate wasps. This is my 1999 Polaris Sportsman. It sort of runs. I'm having fuel delivery issues. I think I need to rebuild the carburetor. Oh, what? The electric fan, more wasps. The electric fan quit. So I had to rig that up last winter. And then when I went to get it out of the lean-to the other day, there was no brakes. Wasps everywhere. So I'm going to jump through the 20-minute ritual to get this thing to run. Then we'll get her in the shop and start tearing into things after I kill more wasps. What the hell? Come on. Die, you little bastards. Ooh, another one. Get. You're dead. All right. Now we'll let all these die. Damn you. We'll let the fog settle for a little bit, and then we'll get it back in the shop. Well, that took way longer than it should have been. I think all the wasps are dead. I guess we'll find out once I open up that headlight later. Yeehaw. Now, right from the start, getting the body off, at least the front of it. So let's see what the hell I'm doing. This is all busted to hell. Had different size screws and nuts in here to hold this tray on.
These are some dusty looking headers. Good. They don't have a lot of models on them. These are done B452. And I keep it on. So these, like I said, I'm probably any model on them. Just gotta wait for something to go with it. You have no power steering, no power buttons.
And we got one foot loose.
These little modifications just fit the computer and bikes. So I think it's smart. The only thing that's needed,
That's great.
is that typically you're running like
well, press in nut or whatever the hell is in there ain't nothing anymore.
I'm just gonna try. I don't think it's gonna work. I think we're gonna have to work try it. Here you go. Small.
Oh, by the way, happy 4th of July, everybody. I decided to spend the day doing this shit.
They started off out of town.
Well, at least one of them came out right.
The job post is looking at responses, so I upgrade to premium sponsored job. Upgrading the post increased visibility. We've got a few applications.
Yep, she's stuck. Yeah, this is good. Maybe I didn't test this one before.
And the good thing is the bathroom that they're having the gas in here is if you want to put air conditioning different gas in it, this is all the democracy.
All right, I gotta rethink this. Well, when all else fails, drill the bastard out. Ha!
And you go.
That's right. Yeah, there you bitch. She's hot. She's hot. Clear prop. Here we go. She'll come off now.
Somebody's already done it.
I'm sure I ruined something somewhere. Yeah, I did. I burned, melted the damn center out of it. Oh well. I can fix it.
Just like.
I didn't need it to come off. It's moving.
Wow.
I ain't happy about it, but it's moving.
Well, this one's
Smart, I would have brought my impact from work.
We got plenty of things going there.
That would have made everything a hell of a lot better. Alright, I'll get back to you when I get this apart. It's hot. But I did figure it out. Once I curbed my mental retardation. Half the bolts ain't even in this frickin' thing in the front. 2 bolts hold the bumper. Look at that. Tilted it up. Now I can get this bastard off. So, I think while I have this thing apart, I'm gonna do some deep cleaning on it too. Something zip tied here. What the hell is that? I might have done that. Yeah, voltage regulator. I did that. Said I'm sure I'm doing this wrong. Somebody's gonna yell at me. You idiot, why didn't you? Fuck, missed the screw. It's holy shit. No. She's stuck. That off. Mayhaps. Yep. Okay. So now, what's holding me? Fuel valve. Oh, I probably should have torn the headlight off too. But with the wasps in there, I don't want to piss with that yet. Now, it ain't gonna come all the way off, but it's better. At least now I can see what the hell I'm doing. You know, when I saw this 2 years back, I should have known and messed with it then. They got it zip tied in here. I don't know what the hell's going on there. I'll have to look in the manual and see if there's a bracket. But something ain't right. She don't want to deliver fuel for shit. I don't know if it's a vacuum problem or what. I mean, after I get it running, it gets it. But it just takes forever to get it running. So I guess we'll start. There's a fuel leak right there at the bottom of the tank on both them lines. So I need to address that too. That could be the issue. It could be draining back, not getting suction. So let's snip these and see if we can get this bastard bastard off. Looks like it's rebuildable. Safety torques on it. Oh, there is a screw in the back of it. What the hell did they do that for? Oh, it's not a screw. I mean, it is, but it's this screw. This screw goes all the way through. So, let me see about this side. And this screw goes all the way through. Okay. I don't think I have any safety torques here. Shit. Well, we may have to address that later after I go to work and get my tools. Let's figure out what else we can dick with. Upon further investigation, I was wrong. Those do stick through there, but there was nothing on them. They were just stuck in those holes. That's why the zip ties were there. So I got the fuel selector off, loose. Look at how greasy, grimy all this crap is. I got a feeling I'm gonna be using the hell out of the ultrasonic cleaner here in a minute. Now let's get all this unhooked. Well, it's a new day. It is, Sunday, July 5th. I got a little bit of shit done last night. But my back was killing me and it was so damned hot in here. And I had a honeydew list to finish, and then we had a barbecue to go to for the 4th. So we got all that done. Now I'm out here this morning. What did I get done last night? I got the carburetor off, fuel pump off, fuel selector valve off, and I'm gonna throw them in the Beaver. I don't know if it's safe for this, but we'll try it, see what happens. And then once I get my son's car out of the way, I'm gonna get this outside, and I'm gonna degrease this bastard before I work anymore because it's disgusting. Everything is covered in oil, grease, dirt, old mud. It's horrible to try to work on this thing. So we'll get it all cleaned up as best as I can anyway. And then we'll get her back in here. We'll start the reassembly of the carb and all that crap. What else? I gotta run. This is the switch I've got hooked up to the fan. Just off of that sensor. I just tapped into those two wires, just a ground is all it is. I don't think that's working right, or it's not getting a ground signal because this fucking fan will not come on unless I do this. But I'd like to get this up and mount it into here somewhere, so we gotta get that off and eliminate the rest of the wasps that are probably hiding in there somewhere in those holes. Yeah, and then rehook up the fuel lines and everything, and we'll see what happens. We'll be back. All right, ultrasonic cleaner is pretty well warmed up. So throw the rest of this crap in there. Throw this in there. Put this nasty cover. That's the throttle cover, throttle linkage cover. Okay. All right. You boys enjoy your swim. Play nice with each other. No splashing. And we'll let that soak for a little bit. Goodbye. All right. It's time to get this pig outside. Hook the pressure washer up and get to cleaning her up. We'll see how this works. Oh yeah, look at that shit. That's where all that grease and dirt was. Look how red that still is compared to this. That was where I was screwing around with some sandpaper and a torch. Same as that spot there. Trying to clean it up. But hell, look at these springs. They look almost brand new, all four corners. Hell, there's tags down there now that I didn't know existed. I can actually see my coolant level. I'll actually be able to see where my fuel level's at through the vent holes. But yeah, man. Got most of the grease and grime off of that. That thing was caked. Yeah, I wish this thing hadn't sat outside as long as it did. Unprotected. I mean, that paint's really screwed up. But yeah, so I'm happy with that. Still got those cooking. So yeah, I guess we'll just wait for time to run out. And we'll start throwing shit back together. Sweet. And did I mention it's really hot out? I mean, I am soaked. I was only out there for, I don't know, 8 minutes, 10 minutes. Yeah, it's a warm one today. But I'm gonna sit here in front of the fan for a minute and cool off, have an iced tea, and then we'll get back to it. All right, everything's done and cleaned. Blew all the water out of everything. Well, that's about as clean as it's gonna get. Carburetor come out nice. It wasn't even really that bad. I just decided to throw it in there for shits and giggles. So we're gonna put it all back together and then start reassembling the bike. Hopefully it'll run better when I'm done here. Okay, so I might have went too far for no reason. It seems I was down in there cleaning stuff out. Look at that. That is the intake boot. Not good. I don't see any of the cracks going all the way through the inside. But yeah. So I'm gonna do the right thing, and I'm just gonna slather silicone all over this fucker, and we're gonna throw the bike back together because I'm a cheap ass and I don't feel like waiting on new parts. So let's do that. And there you have it. It's not just good, it's good enough. So now we'll let this set up and we'll throw that back on the bike, and then we'll get it all put back together. Hopefully. My goal is to have this son of a bitch running tonight. So let's see if we can accomplish that. If not, there's always tomorrow. Alright, I'm pretty sure I got everything back the way it's supposed to be. There's nothing in the filter yet, so let's try to fire it up and see if the filter fills up. Alright, so we're getting fuel. So, don't see any leaks. Let's try giving her some choke. And fire in the hole. Maybe not. Damn battery. Hold on. Alright, got the boost pack on. Let's give her a little drink of this. See if that helps. Oh, turn the key on, retard. Well, it sort of worked. Still had a spray ether. Still got fuel pumping. shit. Probably because I got no compression. Something stupid, I'm sure. I never did check it. But, yeah, once it warms up, it's fine. Just wants to be stupid, not want to start. There's a way to adjust that choke, too. I don't know how the hell to do that. I was reading through the manual, and I can't figure it out. It doesn't really say. So, I guess I'll just try to put it back together and see how it runs. Yeah, I'm a moron. I forgot about this. It's a vacuum leak. Good. But yeah, now it's fine. Okay. Crisis averted. Well, I got the plow pig back together. Running way better now that there's no big vacuum leak. So I figured I'd play with the brakes. And then I opened up the master cylinder to find this. Yummy. So let's see if we can fix it. Maybe? I don't know. Let's get a towel. Ew. Gross. Well, I'll try to get this cleaned out as best I can, get some fresh fluid in it, see if we can get them to bleed back out. Ugh, God. Alright, so at this point, brakes are more of a suggestion. Rear brake still works. Sorta. Okay, well, let's see if it still does the thing. Oh, yeah. Way better. Now let's see if I can drive it one-handed. Idle's a little high. Forgot to turn the fan on. Yeah, it sort of stops. Whee! Oh, it's horrible with the plow on the front. Oh. Uh-oh. What happened? Huh. Or do I not have enough fuel? Let's put her on reserve. Well, shit. What's melting? Something's on fire. The hell? That's not good. Well, here we are, next day. I had to give up trying to get this bitch to start because it started pouring down rain. So I left it sit out here all night to think about what it's done. And got some ether, got the jump pack. I'm pretty sure I lost spark somehow. So, see if we can get her going here real quick. Can you believe that shit? This dumb bitch fired right up. So I guess we'll get her up to the house and see what the hell's going on. That's fucking stupid. So yeah, I'm a dink. It was something I did. I managed to somehow knock the plug wire loose from the boot. It's one of them screw onto the wire boots. I knocked the wire loose. It was just sitting there. Bah, 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 bah. Well, fix that. Now the damn thing runs. Maybe. Battery's not really charging that great, but that's a later problem. Yeah, she's dead already. But, yep. So at least now that it starts a hell of a lot easier once I charge the battery up. Yeah, I'll actually get to use it more. Because usually I got to fight with it for an hour or more to get it running every time I need it. But now it fires right up when the battery's charged. So, yay. Problem solved. So, well, on to the next piece of shit. Well, there you have it. Took a bit, but problem resolved. So now I've actually got a usable piece of equipment around here instead of a giant pain in my ass. Except for the charging thing. One of these days, I'll get to figuring that out. I already changed the voltage regulator once. Well, that was when we first got it because it was missing. So, yeah, I'm happy with it. It works. So I'm going to let the battery charge, put it all back together again. And then, yeah, start getting ready to work on the truck. El Guapo needs some attention. I got a, 4-barrel intake off a 360 that I'm going to put on it. And more than likely, I used to have a bunch of Edelbrocks laying around. I don't know what happened to them. I don't know if I sold them or gave them away or whatever. I even had a Quadrajet somewhere missing. But I might get one of them Chinesium Edelbrocks. I've seen guys use them and they seem to have pretty good things to say about them. But yeah, got to do that. Got to get that roof rail above the passenger side windshield fixed. And then I bought the Vice Grip Garage clear kit. I'm going to wash it all down and clear it. And that's the next couple of videos that'll be out. Because the Pinto's, well, besides rear main seal leak, it's pretty good. Yeah, so other than that, hope you guys had a great 4th. And we'll see y'all in the next one. Later.